Some classic cars don't disappear into collections or museums. They stay right where they are, listed quietly, priced honestly, and waiting for someone who sees what they could become. Today, we're walking through 10 real classic cars for sale, starting with cars that each tell a very different story. Number 1. 1960 Buick Invicta, two-door hardtop. Price, $22,000. Location, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. This first car sets a very different tone. A 1960 Buick Invicta, big, bold, and unmistakably early 60s Buick. This is a two-door hardtop with a V8 under the hood, owned by a collector and presented more as a preserved cruiser than a project. With just over 43,000 miles showing, this Invicta feels like a reminder of when Buick sat confidently between luxury and performance. Long body lines, heavy chrome, and that wide stance that makes even parked cars feel like they're moving. There isn't much said about restoration or modifications here, and that's the point. This one feels more like a survivor, the kind of car that's been cared for quietly, not rushed, not over-explained. A classic that doesn't need to prove anything. Number 2. 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. Price, $1. Location, Dunlap, Tennessee. This listing immediately raises eyebrows. A 1963 Volkswagen Beetle priced at $1, but clearly not a $1 car. According to the seller, this Beetle is being rebuilt from the frame up by a retiring body shop owner. Clean title, very good condition, and described as part of a larger collection being sold off. The mileage listed is minimal, likely reflecting the rebuild rather than lifetime use. Early 60s Beetles are simple, mechanical, and honest cars. When done right, they're as much about craftsmanship as nostalgia. This one sounds less like a project for beginners and more like a near-finished build waiting for the right buyer to understand what's already been done. Number 3. 1960 Ford Thunderbird, Coupe. Price, $16,000. Location, LaGrange, Kentucky. This is a very different kind of classic Thunderbird. Under the hood sits a 352 FE V8, and the seller has already invested heavily in mechanical upgrades, disc brakes all around, rebuilt steering, suspension work, cooling upgrades, and modern electric fans. It runs, drives, and cruises comfortably, which makes this Thunderbird feel more like a usable classic than a garage ornament. The interior is described as very nice, while the exterior shows its age honestly. Good paint, not perfect, with minor rust and a small repair spot on the roof. This is the kind of car that tells you exactly what it is: mechanically sorted, cosmetically presentable, and ready to be enjoyed while slowly perfected over time. Number 4. 1969 Chevy Caprice, sedan, custom project. Price, $7,000. Location, Griffin, Georgia. This one doesn't try to be subtle. A 1969 Chevy Caprice that's clearly an unfinished project, and proudly so. Originally a four-door, this Caprice has been heavily modified. A built 350 small block with a mild cam, large modern wheels, and a custom convertible conversion in progress. There are boxes of new parts included, many not yet installed, and the seller makes it clear this is not a beginner project. The tone of the listing matches the car: direct, no nonsense, and unapologetic. This Caprice isn't about originality, it's about presence, attitude, and finishing someone else's vision, or taking it in a completely new direction. Number 5. 1965 Ford Thunderbird, Coupe. Price, $8,700. Location, South Daytona, Florida. We close part 1 with another Thunderbird, but this one lives in a very different world. A 1965 model powered by a 390 FE V8 backed by an automatic transmission and fitted with a modern sound system that clearly wasn't an afterthought. New wiring, new battery, fresh power steering components, and a strong running drivetrain make this car feel actively used, not just stored. The interior is described as beautiful, with only minor cosmetic flaws outside, small paint bubbles, and a driver's window issue already diagnosed. It's not perfect, but it's alive, loud, comfortable, and unmistakably mid-60s Ford luxury with personality.
Number 6. 1963 Ford GT. Price, $8,000. Location, Buford, Georgia. The name alone grabs attention. A 1963 Ford GT, listed simply, without hype, but clearly cared for. This one comes with a freshly rebuilt transmission and plenty of new parts already installed. Finished in black with a red interior, it has that classic early 60s Ford presence. Clean lines, low roofline, and a confident stance. It's described as running well and looking good, which suggests this is more of a driver than a deep project. This feels like the kind of car you take out on weekends, not to impress anyone, but because it feels right behind the wheel. Number 7. 1963 Mercury Comet Custom Convertible. Price, $7,500. Location, McLeansville, North Carolina. This Comet is a true old-school sleeper. A 1963 Mercury Comet convertible equipped with a 289 V8 and a 3-speed manual. Simple, lightweight, and full of character. The seller has already handled a lot of the basics: new tires, ignition components, starter, and fuel-related parts. It runs, but still needs attention, both mechanically and cosmetically. There's a battery drain issue, some bodywork needed, and the convertible top doesn't close perfectly. But that's part of the appeal. This isn't a finished show car, it's a hands-on classic for someone who enjoys dialing things in and bringing a car back to its best version. Number 8. 1963 Ford Thunderbird Coupe. Price, $8,000. Location, Calhoun, Georgia. This one feels like a time capsule. With just 57,000 miles and years spent stored in a warehouse, this 1963 Thunderbird is described as running like new. No rust, no dents, and all of its trim and chrome still in place. An Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor brings a touch of modern drivability, but otherwise this car sounds remarkably untouched. The paint has some small flakes, but nothing unexpected for a car that's lived a long, quiet life. It's the kind of classic you don't rush to modify, because originality like this is getting harder to find every year. Number 9. 1965 Chevrolet C10 Pickup. Price, $8,000. Location, Largo, Florida. Not every classic needs fins or chrome. This 1965 Chevrolet C10 is all about honesty. Long bed, inline 6-engine, and a 3-speed manual 3 on the tree. It's simple, mechanical, and unapologetically vintage. Described as a clean title, 2-owner truck, it represents the golden era of American pickups, when trucks were built to work and somehow still looked good doing it. This is the kind of vehicle that doesn't chase trends, it just exists and keeps going. Number 10. 1964 Chrysler New Yorker Salon Sedan. Price, $6,995. Location, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We end with quiet confidence. A 1964 Chrysler New Yorker, finished in original paint with just 75,000 miles and 2 owners from new. The seller describes it simply: it will drive anywhere. No drama, no excuses. Large, comfortable, and unapologetically luxurious, this New Yorker represents a time when American sedans were built like rolling living rooms. It's not flashy, it doesn't need to be. This is a collector-grade cruiser that rewards those who appreciate understatement.
10 classic cars, 10 very different stories. Some need work, some are ready to drive. but all of them are waiting for the next chapter.